Antarctica, 1912. A place of silence so complete, men swore they could hear their own blood moving through their veins. A place where the cold wasn't just weather, it was a predator waiting to strip flesh from bone. Into this nightmare stepped Douglas Mawson, a geologist leading 2 men and 16 dogs into the white void. They called it exploration, but what followed was more like a descent into hell. For weeks, the team pushed forward, a tiny line of figures lost in endless blizzards. The sun circled low, casting shadows that never ended. Every creak of ice, every groan beneath their feet carried the same thought. What if it swallows us whole? Then it happened. Belgrave ninnies, walking beside the strongest sled, took one step too far. The snow opened like a trapdoor. Dogs, food, tent, man, all vanished into a crevasse so deep it seemed bottomless. No sound of impact, only silence, echoing. Mawson crawled to the edge, staring into the black chasm. Ninnies was gone. So was their food, so was their hope. Now only Mawson and Xavier Mertz remained, left with scraps, facing hundreds of miles of ice and death. They made a choice. They began killing their sled dogs, cooking scraps of meat, boiling their leather, eating whatever would keep them moving. But survival carried its own poison. The dogs' livers, rich in vitamin A, were toxic in high amounts. Mertz ate too much. He grew weak, then delirious. His body convulsed, and in the endless white he screamed before falling silent forever. Mawson was now completely alone. Imagine it, starving, hair falling out, skin bleeding from sores, the wind screaming across the ice like an army of ghosts. And yet he kept going. He built a crude sled from broken wood, tied himself to it with rope, and dragged his shattered body mile after mile across the Antarctic desert. Twice the ice gave way beneath him, twice he plummeted into crevasses, and twice the rope jerked him to a stop, leaving him dangling over black emptiness. Each time he clawed his way up, refusing to die in the dark. For 30 days, Mawson crawled more than 100 miles. His diary tells of hallucinations, ghostly figures walking beside him, urging him on. Sometimes, he said, they carried his sled when he could not. Real, or madness born of hunger? No one knows. But somehow he reached it. A hut, his team's base. Just as his body gave out, he collapsed at the door, alive. When the others found him, they barely recognized him. Not a man, but a walking corpse, skin draped on bones, eyes sunken, voice broken. They said he looked more ghost than human. Douglas Mawson survived Antarctica, but survival came at a cost. 2 men gone, dozens of dogs dead, and 1 man left to wander between life and death, carrying the silence of the ice forever.